you guys, it's Megan. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm filming on my MacBook because, oh my god, if you saw my vlog yesterday, I dropped and broke my camera, which I'm really annoyed with myself about, and it still semi-works. Like, for vlogging, it's partially okay. It only films for 1 minute or less. So that obviously does not work for my normal videos because there's no way in hell I'm going to keep pressing the record button every single minute. No way. So I just ordered a new camera and that should be here. I'm hoping by the end of the week. It said that it was like 4-day shipping and that it would ship out the same day. So I'm hoping, today is Tuesday when I'm filming this, and I hope that it'll get here by Friday. But if not, I'll just be filming on my MacBook, which is fine. The quality is nice. I can see myself, which I can't see in my other camera, which is sometimes better because then I'm not staring at myself. But this will just be something different, and I haven't ever filmed on my MacBook, so this is a good trial process. So today's video, I wanted to update you guys on my products to use up and wish list that I shared with you, I believe, in February. So I've been working on it for like a month or a little more than a month, and I just wanted to go over the things that I have used up as well as the things on my wish list that I've crossed out or have acquired. So I have it broken up by category, so I'm just going to go down the list and let you guys know what's up. So first is foundation. So I have used up the MUA Illuminating Foundation. I mostly used it up, let's say that. I left a little bit at the end. I was noticing my makeup was looking really horrible at the end of the day, and now that my Finish 7 by Spring is over, which was the project that it was in, I don't feel the need to use it, so I just put it in my empties bin. I'm still working on the Bourjois Healthy Mix. I still have about half of that to go. My Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, I still have all of that. My CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous, I love it. I mix it with everything, and that'll be something that I'll use up like naturally or organically, and I will definitely repurchase when I run out. My L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder, that's one that I'm kind of saving for summer. And then the Annabelle Skin True Foundation, I checked that and it has like double the product than normal foundations. It is like 1.7 ounces or whatever. So I hope that that really works for me. Sam sent that to me and it's one of her favorite foundations, and I have yet to try it. I haven't ever tried it on. So I'm waiting till I finish up maybe once I finish up my CoverGirl Ready Stay Gorgeous, I'll see how that works in place of it. Just mixing it in with foundations, I don't know, we'll see. But for my wish list, I have crossed out the NARS Tinted Moisturizer since I've had a sample of that. It was too glowy on my skin. It was pretty at first, but when, like, it looked really pretty also in pictures, but when I looked at my skin, like, in real life, I looked like a grease ball. Like, I'm not used to looking that glowy because I don't have oily skin. So I didn't really like that, so I crossed that off my list. Faith said that if I thought that the NARS was too glowy, that I might not like the Chantecaille, but the Chantecaille is still #1 on my list. I will be purchasing it because I've tried to find samples of it online, but there's like literally no way for me to get a sample, and there's no like Chantecaille counter anywhere near me. So I'll probably buy it from Nordstrom, which has an awesome return policy, and if I don't like how it looks, I will return it. But I'm not purchasing that anytime soon. I do want to finish up some more of my foundations. The Stila Tinted Moisturizer, Kevyn Aucoin Liquid Airbrush, Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, Giorgio Armani CC Cream, and Hourglass Illusion Skin Tint are still on my wish list. The Hourglass one is probably one that I will purchase maybe next year. I don't know if I'll purchase it or in the November VIB sale. So that's for foundations. With powders, I haven't used any of the ones that I wanted to up yet. I haven't even made progress. One powder that was on my wish list, the MAC, where is it? The MAC Prep and Prime. Kristen bought this for me. She gifted it to me, and I'm really, really enjoying it as like my setting powder. So that has been crossed off, like checked off. One that has been crossed off, as in I do not want it, is the Hourglass like diffused or dim lighting powders. I realize I don't really think I want those. I don't know, just the more that I thought about it, I don't think I really want that. So I still have Revlon Nearly Naked, which I have one color in, but I would love to get my normal skin tone in. And then the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder is what I would try after the MAC Prep and Prime. I'm done with that one. So that is my powder list. For bronzer, I had my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil on my list, and I have been using this here and there, but my neck has been more continuously breaking out, and so I'm giving this a rest for now because I'm not sure if this has anything to do with it. Honestly, I don't have any idea. But since so many of you guys are saying like it's irritating your skin and stuff like that, it doesn't irritate my face, but maybe on my neck it's more sensitive. So I have been using just a Physicians Formula bronzer on my neck to match my face with the rest of my body. So that's that. And then the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder is my only bronzer on my wish list. So I think I really want to buy it in the April VIB sale, but I'm not going to do like contouring in the summer. So I'll probably just wait till the November VIB sale to buy the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder. But that is something I definitely want. Mascaras, I've used 3 up since making this list. I've used up the Buxom Lash, the Laura Mercier Faux Lash, and the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof. So I still have 3 mascaras that I have right now. And then my wish list are the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel, Too Faced Better Than Sex, and repurchase the Giorgio Armani Ice to Kill. But I love the Dior Overcurl, this one, so much that I probably wouldn't even repurchase the Giorgio Armani. I do want to try the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and I do want to try the Chanel one, but I'm so impressed with the Dior that I don't even know if I want to try any of these. So that's kind of like questionable. Cream shadows, I'm so excited. I have a little smiley face next to my nude compliment that I used up, and I still can't believe that. So I used up the Maybelline Nude Compliment Color Tattoo, and now I am working on the Sleek and Spice, and I mean, I have no progress to show you, so that is that. And then I have a lot more on my list of things that I might use up this year. And the ones on my wish list are the Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks, the By Terry Ombre Black Star Sticks, and repurchase my Benefit Birthday Suit, which at the rate I'm going, I really want to use up at least Sleek and Spice and then at least one more cream shadow this year, and then in November during the VIB sale or at my birthday. I haven't yet decided. At some point this year, once I finish up 3 cream shadows, I do want to purchase the Benefit Birthday Suit Creaseless Cream because that is my all-time favorite cream shadow. For perfumes, I want to use up my Prada Candy, the Terry Mugler Angel, and my Elizabeth & James Nirvana Black Rollerball. And I'm doing good on my Angel perfume. I'm here, and so I don't have too much left. This bottle is like kind of hard to tell how much like you have left, but I have really been enjoying this perfume more. I've been getting so many more compliments on it, and I feel like it does last longer than I thought that it did. So I do like it, but it's not one that I will repurchase. And Prada Candy I love. I just want to kind of use it up and then buy a bigger size. And on my wish list, I have Prada Candy and Marc Jacobs Daisy on my wish list. Hand creams, I've used up the Neutrogena Norwegian Formula, the Philosophy Peppermint Stick, and I am like this close to finishing up the Philosophy Spiced Gingerbread Cookie and the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. So that's really good. I'm almost done with, like, I only had 5 on my list, and I'm almost done with 4. So that's really awesome. Hand cream is not something that really excites me, yet somehow I ended up with a ton. So I'm trying to work through these, and I probably will just buy, I don't know if I would buy a specific hand cream or just use like lotion. So I don't have anything on my wish list for that. Self-tanners, I haven't used any because it's not that time of year for me. It's still like -0 outside, so not time for self-tanners. Body lotions. Okay, so I've used up 2 completely, the Bath & Body Works Black Amethyst and the Laura Mercier Amber Vanille, which both were like travel size or deluxe sample size. I have thrown out 2, or gotten rid of 2. The Philosophy Sugary Cinnamon Icing, I thought it was so sweet. It was way too sweet for me, and so I sent it to Courtney, who you guys all know, and I hope that she's enjoying it more than I was. She likes more sweet scents, and I told her if she doesn't like it either, just throw it out because it's just not worth it to force yourself to use something you hate. And then the Burt's Bees Richly Replenishing Body Lotion was expired. It had the worst scent in the world, so I threw that out. So I still have a handful of body lotions to use up. I'm working on the pink Oh What Fun, and I'm about halfway done with that. And then I have the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil in Vanilla Apricot, and I want to try the Charleston Bathworks Whipped Body Butters, which I mentioned before. Angela Scar, her friend, has this company, the Charleston Bathworks, and I really want to try a bunch of their products, so that is one of them. For body scrubs, I only have 1 left. I'm so excited. I used up the Island Paradise Pineapple Mango, and today I finished up the Body Shop Vineyard Peach. So I only have the Tree Hut Coconut Lime left. And then the body scrubs that I really, really want to try are the Lilicious. I've heard such good things about those. 2 I'm on the fence about that I have on my list. But I definitely also want to try the Charleston Bathworks body scrubs. They have so many good sounding scents. They have like a coffee one. Oh my god. And the 2 that I'm like, I don't really know if I want to spend that kind of money on them, are the Philosophy Fresh Cream, which comes in a squeezy bottle. That was like basically one of the big selling points. And then Bobbi Brown Beach. They have a scrub that goes with the scent, but I feel like that's almost a waste. I should just get the perfume, I guess. So I'll probably, yeah, let's cross those out because I don't think I really want those actually. So now I just have the Lilicious and the Charleston Bathworks. Okay, for shower gels, I've used up the Philosophy Cinnamon Twirl and the Spiced Gingerbread Cookie, both by Philosophy. I have a ton left that I still need to use up, and I just bought some because they were on a really good sale. So, yeah. I have like an issue with shower gels apparently. So, that's not going so well. Makeup remover, I used up the Yves Rocher one that Anna sent me. I'm currently working on the Harmon Face Values one, and then I have a giant CVS one, so I do not need eye makeup remover for a long time. Face cleansers, I used up the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser with Red Clay and the Boscia Souvlaki Cleansing Oil Gel. And I'm about halfway, or most of the way done with the Rhodial Stem Cell. And let's see, some of these are like deluxe samples. I did pass on the Mario Badescu Enzyme Cleansing Gel, and for my wish list, I did buy another one of the Rhodial Superfood Stem Cell Ultra Nourishing Cleanser. I did buy a backup of that, which I'm really happy about. I still have the Arcana White Tea Purifying Cleanser, the Ren Rosa Centrifolia, and the Nude Omega Cleansing Jelly on my wish list. I did have the Ole Henriksen Pure Truth. It was that 3-in-1 Gelée. I crossed that out, but I would still be interested in trying it, but I do really want the nude one a lot more, which is why I crossed out the Ole Henriksen. For toners, I have 3 containers of the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pad, so I do not need any more of those. I haven't used up the Neutrogena Triple Action Toner, but I only use that when I'm having stubborn breakouts. And then the ones on my wish list are the Arcana Mineral Magic Hydrating Spray and the Arcana Desert Mist. Okay, for nighttime moisturizers, I've used up 2. I've used up one of my Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Creams, and I am working on my last container of that, and I also used up the Zaja Goat Milk Cream for nighttime. I actually ended up using that on my chest and like backs of my shoulders because I thought it was too heavy for my face. I've noticed that a lot of moisturizers that are marketed as nighttime are too heavy for my skin. I don't like how they feel on my face, so I use that one in that way. And the nighttime moisturizer I will for sure be purchasing is the Nature by Canis Goat Milk Cream. I miss it so much. For nighttime serums, I've passed on 3 of my deluxe samples, so I don't have to worry about those anymore. I have 1 more of my Ole Henriksen Enlighten Me serums, the deluxe size. I have the Tata Harper Replenishing Nutrient Complex, and I've been trying out that Joy & Karma Hyaluronic Serum, which I'm actually about halfway done with, and I've had it for not even a month, I don't think. So the ones on my wish list are the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate, which is like my #1. That's definitely what I'm purchasing. I also want to try the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, but I do have 2 samples of that. So those samples will kind of let me know if I do want to try the full size or if it's not something I really want to spend my money on. And then the Arcana Gentle Solution Treatment, which seems interesting to me. For nighttime face oils, I have finished up the deluxe sample of the Fresh Sea Berry Oil, and I have a sample of the Algenist Advanced Anti-Aging Repairing Oil, and then I have my Pie Rosehip Oil, and I've been working on my Kate Somerville Delo Oil. I really want to use that up before the April VIB sale because I want to buy the Fresh Sea Berry Oil in the VIB sale, or I don't want to buy it and I just want to use up my Pie Rosehip. So I'm kind of conflicted. But I do want to use up all the oils that I currently have and just get the Sea Berry one from Fresh. And I do like the Rosehip oil from Pie, but the Sea Berry and the Rosehip are pretty similar because the Sea Berry by Fresh actually does have Rosehip oil as far as I can remember. So that's that. Face treatments and masks, I haven't finished up any of the ones I had on my list. Oh wait, yes I did. No, I haven't. I have been using more samples that I had, and those sheet masks that I've got recently, I've been using those. And I decided I don't want to buy the full size of the Glam Glow Super Mud. I really just like the Bliss Multifaceted. So that is that. And I do want to try 2 things that I've added to my list are the Farmhouse Fresh Splendid Dirt Mud Mask. Farmhouse Fresh is a brand that I've recently discovered, and I think that it seems really cool. So I've been looking into their face masks, and I definitely want to try the Splendid Dirt Mud. And they also have a yogurt one that is more hydrating that I want to try as well. And then one of my friends told me about the Amore Pacific Treatment Enzyme Peel that I really want to try. So that's something that I have on my wish list for the November VIB sale. Daytime moisturizers, I used up my deluxe sample of the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin SPF 30. I pass on the Murad Age Balancing Moisture. I have 2 of the Peter Thomas Roth Sheer SPF 50s, which in the summer I'll be using that on my neck because I don't like it on my face, but I have 2 of those. I'm currently working on the Ren Vitamineral Daily Supplement Moisturizing Cream, which I really like, but definitely will be too heavy once it starts warming up, so I'm trying to work through that right now. I also have the Origins A Perfect World, which I have yet to crack into. And then on my wish list, I had the Josie Maran SPF 47 moisturizer, and I just bought that moisturizer, but in the tinted moisturizer version on eBay, and I hope that I like the tinted moisturizer version, but I might just buy the normal like lotion version as well, just to wear under everyday stuff. For daytime serums, I used up the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. I still have the Origins A Perfect World. I want to use the serum with the day cream when I get around to it. And I'm currently working on the Joy & Karma Vitamin C moisturizer, or serum, I should say. And then for lip balms, I haven't used up any, but I am almost done with the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment. I have the Jack Black Lip Balm in my purse. I'm almost done with the Nivea Vanilla Macadamia Kiss, and I have a backup that Kristen gave me, which I'm really happy about, and then the Yves Rocher Repair Balm that Anna sent me. I haven't really used that more than like 10 times. So that is my products to use up and wish list update. I don't know how often I'll do these updates, just when I feel like I have something to update you guys on. I thought that it might be interesting to share the things that I've crossed off of my wish list and things that I have acquired as well. So I hope that you guys don't mind this quality of the video. I think it's kind of nice that you can like see my outfit a little bit. These are 2 pieces that I got at Ann Taylor Loft. I really love them. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and for bearing with me while I am figuring out my camera situation. And I will see you guys really soon. Bye!